A major update on CM Punk being absent from today's AEW Collision announcement. Is he or isn't he involved with the brand moving forward? Warner Media Discovery says no, but they may have actually spoiled the return of CM Punk in an email press release sent out, which were then later edited. Also, does CM Punk want to bring Ace Steel back with him to All Elite Wrestling? And what's the latest when it comes to this brand split in AEW moving forward? Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of All Elite Wrestling. And the biggest one today, of course, is the announcement of AEW Saturday Night Collision coming soon to TNT, specifically next month, June 17th on TNT. The announcement was made earlier today at the Warner Media Discovery up front. We spoke about it, we reacted to it earlier on, so be sure to check that out. But one person whose name was absent in the announcement of Collision was CM Punk. Several names were announced to be part of the show: Thunder Rosa, Miro, Andrade El Idolo, etc. But one name that was absent was the expected name of CM Punk. Now, we do know that announcements are coming later on this evening on both TNT and on AEW Dynamite on TBS. That could be the time that CM Punk's return to AEW is announced. But we've got an update as to why his name was removed and edited out of the press release today and what it could mean going forward. Now, AEW Collision is official, but there is some confusion around CM Punk's involvement. And we spoke about this earlier on today in the announcement of Collision, but Fightful had reported this morning that a hard brand split, excluding champions and special exceptions, was planned. Now, one outlet disputed that claim, but Fightful have been told that AEW talent were told on May 17 that concerns regarding which show they'll be on. Fightful have been told specifically that as of today, all recognized champions in AEW or any other major wrestling organization are exempt from the splits. CM Punk, crucially, was not featured in the upfronts or the press release of AEW Collision, though it had been reported that he was planned for them. The upfronts themselves were filmed ahead of time, and WBD made the decision not to feature talent due to the writer's strike that is currently ongoing. WBD released a statement claiming that Punk was, quote, not affiliated with AEW Collision. We'll touch on that in a second. But as of today, Fightful have been told that there are still plans with CM Punk. Punk was actively included in the press release and was removed by this morning. So prior to this morning, he was going to be announced in the press release, but that was removed this morning. Fightful were told that there were active content plans with CM Punk as of this week, though it was noted that, as with anything else in professional wrestling, anything can and will change. Punk's involvement in AEW has featured regular contact with owner Tony Khan. Fightful have been told that Punk himself didn't want to be announced for the Collision brand while ahead of time, but don't know if that played into any role of the altered press release. So basically what Fightful are saying there is that Punk didn't want to be announced ahead of time. He wants his return to be organic and kept a surprise, similar to how his AEW Rampage The First Dance debut kind of happened, but we don't know if that played into why he was eventually removed from the press release that he was featured in until this morning. Those that Fightful have spoken to had heard weeks ago Ace Steel, another name that was part of this brawl-out situation involving CM Punk, The Elite, Kenny Omega, The Young Bucks. Of course, Ace Steel was the one that allegedly had bitten Kenny Omega. He was fired. He was working as a producer in AEW. Those that Fightful have spoken to say that Ace Steel could possibly be brought back as well. Fightful haven't confirmed whether or not he'll be back following the series of events surrounding the brawl-out situation. Fightful had also been told that Punk was keen on and pushing for FTR and Andrade being involved with the Collision, which of course is the plan. Andrade El Idolo was part of the press release. FTR were not, but of course, considering their current AEW World Tag Team Champions, they are an exception to the current brand split rule. Now, the working plan has been for an early episode of Collision to take place at the United Center, though that hasn't been announced, though some people expect that could be announced later on this evening. It had been reported by Dave Meltzer that the premiere episode of AEW Collision would be called AEW Collision The Second Coming, which would feature the return of CM Punk. Now, as I mentioned, although there was no mention of CM Punk in today's public announcements for AEW Collision, there was something that raised a lot of eyebrows. Now, the email to the WBD upfront press release that WBD sent out actually featured CM Punk's name in the link to the Collision specific press release. This led to many believing that WBD had accidentally leaked Punk's involvement, as he's been expected to be the main star of AEW Collision since rumors of the show started months ago. However, in a statement to comicbook.com, WBD has actually denied that. WBD told Comic Book, quote, CM Punk is not affiliated with TNT's AEW Collision. However, as I mentioned, Fightful have said that that's just, as of today, the working plan is for CM Punk to be featured with the show. So anything can and will change, but most likely is WBD just trying to cover up the mistake that they had done. But certainly, it was certainly very interesting that they may have accidentally kind of leaked out that... They may have actually leaked out his involvement and affiliation with the program. Certainly, it is very interesting, of course, who CM Punk does want involved with the show. In the press release for the aforementioned show, the company listed a set of headline stars who will be featured on the show, which included Miro, Samoa Joe, a name that has been rumored to be CM Punk's first opponent back in AEW, Thunder Rosa as well, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Andrade El Idolo. Now, as I mentioned, per Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, he provided an update noting that Punk was keen on and pushing for FTR and Andrade being involved in AEW Collision, which of course is the plan. All three stars are featured on the Collision poster in the press release, seemingly indicating once again that they will be involved. Now, AEW President Tony Khan, of course he's also the CEO and the head of creative, has now commented on the official announcement of the new AEW Collision television show. Following previous reports and rumors, it was confirmed during today's Warner Bros. Discovery Upfront presentation that AEW Collision will air on Saturdays on TNT from June 17. AEW shared a press release following this announcement, revealing more details on the show, including its headline stars. Tony Khan has now taken to Twitter to celebrate the announcement, revealing that more details about the brand will be revealed on AEW Dynamite. Khan writes, quote, "Today's a great day for AEW, and it's only the start of great times ahead. Hashtag AEW Collision starts 1 month from today on Saturday, June 17 at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on TNT. We have more info on Collision and a great night of wrestling on Wednesday Night Dynamite live on TBS tonight." Prior to the announcement, a major Tony Khan announcement had been advertised for the May 17 show. Following the announcement of Collision, it's been speculated that Khan will be announcing the rumored brand splits on AEW Dynamite. Despite previous reports indicating that CM Punk will have a major influence on Collision, he was noticeably absent from the press release and the poster for the show. However, as we just went over, it has been reported that CM Punk really didn't want to be announced too far ahead of time to be involved with Collision. So I guess the next question is, what are your thoughts about this? Is this just a case of AEW trying to not ruin the announcement too early? Is it a case of them trying to not spoil things too early? Do you expect CM Punk to still be involved? Do you expect tonight to have more information about CM Punk's return to All Elite Wrestling? Are we going to find out that the premiere episode of AEW Collision is going to be taking place at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois? Are they going to announce tonight that CM Punk is going to be returning to AEW and he's going to be returning at AEW Collision? What are your thoughts on all of it? Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section below. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster page by clicking that join button, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.